Okay. What I'm looking for in your next project, to make a triptych, you're going to have 3 picture planes, each one preferably on a separate sheet of paper, roughly the same size. Though if you want one to be a little longer than the others, I suggest that you make that focus the middle one. And when you mount it on construction paper, like so, it will be made out of 3 separate pieces of construction paper. No, this is just a demonstration project. So assuming that everything is done on separate sheets, it will look a little something like this. So this is a paper, this is your construction paper. These are 2 separate sheets, so it should be able to fold in on itself, like a trifold. What we're going to do for my demonstration, I'm going to use the name I always used to put in arcade, Cam, because that's the first 3 of the letters of my middle name. I'm going to set up 3 different perspectives. So on the first page, I'm going to use, let's see, low horizon line. This will be 1 point. For my other flanking one, right in the middle, and this one will be 2 points. And then for the last one, well, it's up to you how you put this last one. This last one I am going to put higher up. For the last vanishing point, further down. And this one will be 3 points. Place your vectors. You'll want these to be very light because, yes, I will take off if I'm seeing all the erasure of your vectors all over the place. Some erasure cannot be helped, but the vectors should, the guideline, the skeleton of your work should not be so easy to see. So there's 1 point. There's my 2 point. And there's my 3 points. Now, I am not going to dictate which one you start on. My advice, though, would be to start with your 3 points. It's the hardest one, that's the hardest out of the way, and it can help establish everything else for you. So in this case, I'm going to focus first and foremost on getting my name done instead of any other buildings. Remember, in 1 point, just to see it better. In 1 point, you can use horizontals all diagonals are vectors. Use vertical lines to establish height. Two points. No horizontals unless you are on the horizon line. 3 points. Same as 2 points. No horizontals unless you are actually on this line, or it's down here. I don't care where you put it so long as your horizon line is somewhere on here and that your third point is off the page. Never put the third point directly on the picture plane. That will mess you up. However, please note that you will have fewer verticals in 3 points. See, there's my A. Keep in mind, as for anything that's normally vertical, I'm using my third vanishing point for it. Now, am I looking, given this perspective, am I looking kind of down or looking up at it? Down. So you should be seeing the tops of your constructs here. Try to get that overlap going. And once you have that, once you have your actual name down, now you can start building things around it. So I am going to actually extend my C Are you okay, Ian? Go back to my M. And the spaces in between, I'm just going to turn those into windows. Ian, whatever you're watching, turn it off or I write you up. And then on top of that, I'm going to build the building itself. A bunch of windows here. And I'll just make this a casino. As you see your main building, it will have your strongest outline. Make sure that your name is nice and bold. And then I am going to establish that my light source is coming from over here. Which means everything over here is going to be in what? Light source is over here. What happens to everything over here? What? If the light source is over here, what happens to everything that's over here? It'd be in black, shadow. Yes? I'm getting to you, don't worry. Because you're in Art 1. And now remember, windows would still be seen. So you want to block your windows out first before doing that black stuff. Because see, this class will be using ink. So what you do is, once you have all your windows blocked off, you can use the ink around it because the ink is perfect black. So the building itself will be black on this side, and then you can paint in the windows, usually with a watercolor gradient. And then from there, you can worry about putting your other buildings as you so choose. No, I was just going to give you an example of the project, and that will be as a video as well. And if we don't get to it this period, it'll be going up around third period. Then once you've done that, pardon? Exactly. 10, what was it? 10 something? 9 something. So 9:30, I believe. Same code. All caps, LMSW Scott. Okay, then once you've done that, everything here is not the same building. It's different views of that building. So, for example, if this is like, say, almost a helicopter view, the next one can be, say, I don't know, a street. Maybe a little business park. Get a few buildings in there. Maybe it's a housing district. That's up to you. It's your city. You decide. What's important is that your building is somewhere in the background. So at one point's the easiest. Since it's in the background, I can just draw it straight on. And I would expect that everything in the front will have a stronger outline. And what kind of outline will your building have in the background? Yes, if it's further back, what kind of line weight would it have? Light, very thin, very good, Joe. So everything on your street here, that will have stronger outlines. And the stores can be as big or as small as you want. It's up to you. And then 2-point, same thing. You can either do it like how we did last week, where this is higher up, and then it's another overlook of the city with your building either in the front or in the back. Or it can just be another street that is looking up at it. Or it can be another view of your building. Ooh, it's almost a spare. Just about done here, though. Alright, now whatever light source you're establishing in one, you have to use for the other, so that means all this will be in black, except your windows. And then you can establish your other buildings like you did before. Like I said, there's one building here, here, and here. And there they are. And there you have it. There is a nice little example of your project. Now, I will have this video as well as this image uploaded onto Canvas, so you always have a reference point. And for those of you in class, we will start on this formally tomorrow. All right, thank you. And have a nice day.